All right, guys. Well, we're moving right along on the barn project. I've got my insulation installed, and I'm working on some of the vapor barrier, which I'll eventually finish. But before I get too carried away, because after I do the vapor barrier, I'm going to put up drywall. And before I do drywall, I need to do something about this floor. And what I'm about to show you is, well, it's a little bit messy, and it can be. So I don't want it to get on the drywall, so I've decided to do it now. But if you look, I've got a pretty flat floor in here. It's been undercover for 3 years. It's just dirt, but it is getting like, can you see that? It's like crazy dusty. I get the dogs running through here. Obviously, I'm walking through here, and everything is just stupid covered in dust. So hopefully while you clicked on this video is I'm about to show you how I make what I call a hobo concrete slab. Now, I did this. Actually, you can see over here. This little aviary over here. Wait a minute, come on. This aviary right here is where I keep my pheasant. I raise some pheasant and quail. And this is what I did in there, and it worked pretty good. Now, obviously the barn's gonna have more foot traffic. So it's maybe a bit of an experiment, but yeah, we're gonna do that to this floor, right? So the first thing I need to do, I've picked up my egg stone already, and I've picked up my concrete already, but I want to just sweep this out as much as I can. Get the leaves out of here, there's pieces of insulation, sticks, I mean, you name it. The dogs bring stuff in. So we're going to sweep this out. I might even come back with, you got a little bit of a low spot right there, so I might even come back with another rake and just level it out a little bit more. I'm not going for perfect, right? I'm just going for less dust. So first things first, let's rake it out, and then we'll put the stone down, and then we'll put the concrete down. I'll explain that process. But yeah, let's rake it out and see what we're working with. I'll put you guys up here. All right, we're flying. Step one is complete. It only took probably took 5 minutes because I just threw that piece of bluestone in there. That's just something I had. I mean, it's missing a chunk, but we can fill that in. But I thought for the wood stove, that'd be a nice little touch. So next step is your base. So this is step 2, and for step 2, I choose egg rock. So I got 12 bags of egg rock from Lowe's. By the way, this entire project cost me like $102. 12 bags of egg rock and 5 bags of Quikrete. It's like $5 a bag. It was like $102 with tax. So this is so cheap. It's super cheap, and it works really well. But for this, basically, you could kind of use anything for your base. I choose egg rock because it's smooth, and I like the look of it. I don't know if this is enough. I hope it is. Got 12 bags here. For this step, we're just going to empty all these bags out and then rake all this rock. We want a single layer of it. So this kind of dictates how thick your floor is. This stuff has an average width or depth of 1.5 inches, which I think works pretty well, and it's smooth, which you'll see that's going to benefit us in the long run. But you could use crushed white stone, you could use black river rock. I mean, it really depends what you want the floor to look like. This stuff's super cheap. That's kind of why I go with it. And it's smooth, and it's 1.5 inches, and it just seems to work really well for this application. So, if you wanted a thinner floor, you'd go with a thinner stone. If you wanted a thicker floor, you'd go with a thicker stone. But for this step, a single layer of whatever you choose for this material, raked evenly, nice and flat. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So probably looking at another 15 minutes. Does that put us at 20 minutes so far for our floor? Yeah, we're cruising right along. So let's spread this out with a rake. See what it looks like. We might have to get more. We might have too much. That'd be, cross your fingers. That'd be cool. But yeah, pretty easy. And this is what it should look like. So, like, it's not super packed in, right? There's plenty of gaps and stuff. And I just end up going around, kind of stomping on it, feeling out if there's, you know, some rocks that are a little too tall, flip them over. And you can kind of do this as we go along in this next step, but you know, there's nothing fancy. I just kind of tromp it down like this. And I went really light over here because this is going to be a shelving unit, so that'll just be under the shelf. But for the next step, this is kind of where the fun begins. I've got my hose out here, so I've got water. I've got some Quikrete, right? Just add water. If you've seen any other dry concrete pours, you know this is the stuff you're supposed to use. I'm basically going to work my way from this back corner all the way around and work myself out the door, because this does have to dry, cure overnight, and then some. So I'll be back in here probably tomorrow afternoon, you know, and it should be good to go by then. But it's pretty simple. We're just gonna kind of fill in all these cracks, you know, where it's still bare dirt. That's gonna become filled with concrete. And I think it's just gonna be a little easier for me to show you how I do this rather than try to explain it. But I'm gonna use, I've got a rake over there, I've got a broom over there, and you just kind of work it in, work it as flat as you can. Again, I want the tops of that egg rock to kind of show, so it's gonna kind of look like it's sporadically littered with pebbles and things like that. Let's just get started. I'm gonna wear a mask, so if you can't hear me very well, apologies, but yeah, when you're dealing with concrete, wear a mask. It's very dusty. And then, oh, the last thing is I've got, you know, just a regular hose sprayer thingy. I'm actually going to go straight to the shower setting because I want to clean the tops of all these rocks off as I go so you can see them, because that's kind of the decorative piece of this. So we're just going to skip the mist setting and just kind of soak it. So let's get started. All right, so check it out. We're close. One thing I'll do is I'm just gonna soak it, and look, get little puddles like this. That just means you gotta come in, kind of shuffle it. Puddles are low spots, right? And I really don't have too many of them. So that's pretty lucky, but kind of looks like a mud pit. How do I look? A little dusty? That's the idea. So let's let this cure probably at least 24 hours, maybe 48. And then we'll come back and take a look. Okay, we're back. It looks a little different in here because basically in order to get to this next step, I had to wait for another day where it was above freezing. Vermont winters are not forgiving. Either way, we're back. So this could just stay. I mean, this is basically done. It looks great. It's super solid. As you can see, based on the walls and things in here, I've been walking on it. And yeah, like all the little stones stay in place. I'm really happy with the way it's turned out so far. But I want to add just one kind of final touch because it does have a couple divots here and there where rocks popped out and just general impurities. So I picked up some mortar mix. This is the same thing as the concrete we used, except it doesn't have any rocks in it. Pretty sure that's the big difference. But again, it's just a just add water thing. And this time we're gonna be a little more careful because this is gonna be our finished surface. So we're just gonna start at one end, fill in any divots we see, smooth it out with probably a broom, and put our mask on so we don't breathe any of that in. And this will be the final step. So once this is cured, we got ourselves a concrete floor for like 150 bucks. That is hard to beat. I've got my hose set up again. Let's give it a shot. Let's start spreading some mortar. I'm actually just gonna cut the corner off of this bag so I've got a little more control rather than just dumping it in a pile and trying to get it flat. All right, can you see the difference here? So before, after. Isn't that sweet? So this is a nice finished look. We still got 3 bags. It doesn't take much now that we've got it all filled. So I got that little section done. I'll do another bag there, another bag there, another bag there. It's actually pretty quick too. I mean, that was what, 5-6 minutes? So let's finish it off. All right, check it out. It's done. I mean, all right, so it's been about 24 hours, but it rained yesterday, so I think it's still kind of curing. That over there is cured, where you can see it's a lot lighter than this. So, but I'm able to walk on it, so I probably won't work out here today. I'm gonna give it some more time to keep curing. But yeah, we got it. We did a nice soak, and I'm really impressed actually. The mortar makes such a difference. Now it's just so smooth compared to what it was. And also you can see the tops of my little rocks. So that's kind of the look I'm going for. And one of the cool things is I think once it gets all kind of broken in, it'll start to darken up a little bit. That's what I've noticed on the other slab I did. And it makes the rocks kind of pop. So pretty excited about that. Overall, I'm really excited. I mean, this just came out awesome. For 150 bucks, I just feel like you can't beat it. So yeah, now I got a decent concrete slab in my barn, and we can move on to the next thing. If you have anything you could maybe suggest, maybe something popped up in your head and you're like, oh, if you did that, it'd make it just this much better. Definitely let me know down in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this. I think what I'll do is kind of, I don't know, maybe I'll give it a year and do a follow-up video to just give you an idea of how it's holding up as I work in here and do metalworking and all that kind of stuff. So really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed. I'll link everything I use. I'm just going to link down in the description. It's really not that much stuff, right? It's just concrete and stone, but I will link that down in the description. I think it's time to finish off this barn and move in. So, all right. Cheers. Bye.